Have you ever wondered how fast a celebrity's life can crumble? Today, we're diving into the dark secrets that turned Hollywood's brightest stars into cautionary tales overnight. Their stories will shock you, and trust me, you'll never look at these celebrities the same way again. Picture this. It's 2009, and Tiger Woods is at the peak of his career. The world's greatest golfer, worth over $1 billion, with a beautiful wife and perfect family image. But one Thanksgiving night changed everything. His wife Elin discovers mysterious text messages on his phone. The world watched as the perfect family man image crumbled. Within days, not one, not two, but over a dozen women came forward with shocking stories. Each new revelation was another nail in the coffin of his carefully crafted public image. Sponsors who had built their entire marketing campaigns around Tiger's squeaky clean reputation started running for the hills. Nike, Gatorade, AT&T, they all dropped him faster than a hot potato. The cost? A staggering $750 million in lost deals. But the money was just the beginning. His marriage? Over. His reputation? In tatters. His legacy? Forever tainted. But if you think that's shocking, wait until you hear about Kevin Spacey. For decades, he was Hollywood royalty. 2 Academy Awards sitting on his shelf. The star of House of Cards? American Beauty. The Usual Suspects. His net worth? Over $100 million. Directors fought to cast him. Audiences adored him. Critics praised him. He was untouchable. Until 2017, when the truth came crashing down like a house of cards. It started with one tweet from actor Anthony Rapp, sharing a disturbing story from when he was just 14 years old. Then, like dominoes, more allegations followed. Stories spanning years, decades, multiple continents. The entertainment industry's reaction was swift and merciless. Netflix didn't just fire him, they completely rewrote their hit show without him. Think about that. One of the biggest streaming platforms in the world decided it was better to rewrite an entire season than keep him on screen. Movies he'd already filmed were reshot, literally erasing him from existence. That $100 million fortune? Cut in half overnight. A career built over 30 years? Gone in 30 days. Now let's talk about Bill Cosby. If you grew up in America, you knew him as Dr. Huxtable, the sweater-wearing, joke-telling father figure who dominated television screens for nearly a decade. The Cosby Show wasn't just popular, it was revolutionary. He wasn't just a comedian, he was America's dad. But behind that warm smile and those family-friendly jokes lurked something far more sinister. It started with whispers, then came the allegations. One woman spoke up, then another, and another. The numbers kept growing, 20, 40, eventually over 60. Women came forward with stories spanning 5 decades. The details were horrifying. The pattern was clear. The beloved TV dad image was shattered forever. Networks didn't just cancel his shows, they erased them from history. No more reruns, no more syndication, no more Cosby Show marathons. His honorary degrees? Stripped away. His awards? Rescinded. His fortune? Drained by legal fees. But perhaps the biggest earthquake to hit Hollywood wasn't about one actor or one incident. It was about Harvey Weinstein, a man who didn't just work in Hollywood, he was Hollywood. As the head of Miramax and the Weinstein Company, he wasn't just producing movies, he was making and breaking careers. The list of films he was involved with reads like a history of modern cinema: Pulp Fiction, Good Will Hunting, Shakespeare in Love, The King's Speech. His power was absolute, his influence unlimited. His Oscar acceptance speeches were probably longer than some movies. Then in October 2017, the New York Times published an investigation that would change everything. The allegations were staggering. The details were horrific. Over 80 women came forward, not just unknown actresses, but major stars. Angelina Jolie, Gwyneth Paltrow, Rose McGowan, Ashley Judd, Uma Thurman. The mighty Weinstein empire crumbled like a sandcastle in a tsunami. His company? Bankrupt. His name? Toxic. His power? Gone. The ripple effects weren't just felt in Hollywood, they triggered a global movement. And Me Too became more than a hashtag. It became a revolution. Speaking of revolutions, let's talk about Roseanne Barr. In 2018, she was riding high on what seemed like the comeback of the century. Her show revival was pulling in massive numbers. We're talking 27 million viewers. ABC was ecstatic. Critics were impressed. Fans were thrilled. Then came the tweet. One tweet. 280 characters, that's all it took. The backlash was instant. ABC didn't wait for explanations or apologies. They canceled her show within hours. Just like that, a career spanning more than 3 decades went up in smoke. The show was quickly rebranded without her. Her character killed off. Her legacy tarnished. Now, buckle up for one of the strangest falls from grace in recent memory. Armie Hammer, tall, handsome, wealthy, with a career that seemed destined for the stars. Call Me By Your Name made him an indie darling. The Social Network showed his range. Rebecca proved he could carry a leading role. Then in 2021, the DMs leaked. The content? Disturbing doesn't begin to cover it. Cannibalism fantasies, abuse allegations, but that was just the beginning. As reporters dug deeper, the Hammer family history started to unravel like a badly written mystery novel. His great-grandfather's oil empire, built on controversy and scandal. The family's art gallery, involved in a $180 million scandal. The perfect American success story turned out to be anything but. From starring in Hollywood blockbusters to selling timeshares in the Cayman Islands, that's not a movie plot, that's his real life. These stories prove one thing. In Hollywood, your past can catch up to you at any moment. No amount of money, fame, or power can keep secrets buried forever. But the stories don't end there. Let's talk about Jussie Smollett, a rising star on the hit show Empire, making $125,000 per episode. In January 2019, he claimed he was the victim of a hate crime in Chicago. The media coverage was intense. Support poured in from celebrities and politicians alike. But something didn't add up. The Chicago Police Department dug deeper. What they found shocked everyone. The entire attack was allegedly staged. The attackers? 2 brothers who worked as extras on Empire? The racist letter sent to him? Police say he wrote it himself. The fallout was spectacular. Empire wrote him out of the show. His character's wedding episode? Scrapped. Future projects? Canceled. Legal bills mounted into the millions. From victim to villain in the public eye, his career imploded spectacularly. From billion-dollar empires to complete disgrace, these stories share a common thread. Tiger Woods, Kevin Spacey, Bill Cosby, Harvey Weinstein, Roseanne Barr, Armie Hammer, and Jussie Smollett all prove that fame is fragile. Their falls weren't just about losing money or roles. They exposed the dark side of celebrity culture. In Hollywood, image is everything until it isn't. One text message, one tweet, one accusation can shatter decades of careful reputation building. These aren't just cautionary tales. They're reminders that in the age of social media and instant news, no secret stays buried forever. No matter how high you climb, the truth always finds its way to the surface. Remember to subscribe for more shocking celebrity revelations. Hit that notification bell to never miss an upload. Share this video if you were surprised by any of these falls from grace.